Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with the unboxing of May's My Chronicle book box. I have spoiled myself for what the book is this month, and I have seen a couple of people's pictures of their boxes, so I have an idea of what the little extras in the box are, but you don't know yet. So without much further ado, let's get into the box. So as always, I have not peeked. It's still sealed. It's got this lovely blue tissue with the sticker that's the same design as the box. And without much further chat, I'm gonna rip into it. So here we go. Oh. Okay, so as always, the first things we come to are the spoiler cards and stuff like that. I will pop those aside and read those to you later on. So the first thing I see is I have wanted a set of these forever. I love these. So it's Bookish Pencils, and one of them says, "The first rule of book club." Clearly, you don't talk about book club. These seem to be by a company called ustudio.design, and they are HB pencils, and it says pencil or pence 027, and there are 6 pencils. So they say on them sharp and blunt. There are 4 of those, I think, and there's one that says just my type, and then there's another one that says hang on, no, sharp and blunt is what they're called. Oh, right. Let's get properly into these, because they've tumbled around and what it says on them has been hidden from view. Okay, so we have I like big books. Eat, sleep, read, repeat. Yes, quite. And then we have the book was better. It always is better. I believe in tea and books, and the first rule of book club, I love it, and just my type. So I shall show you those without them tumbling out. So that's the little messages that are on the pencils, and I just love these. I probably won't use these because they're so pretty. Does anyone else do that? That they have something that they just think is too good to be used? Yeah, I do it all the time. So pack of pencils. I don't think I've actually used a pencil since secondary school. In fact, primary school, because we were allowed to use pens in secondary school. Apart from in maths, we weren't allowed in maths. And in exams. Okay, so the next thing is a Bibliotherapy Bookmark, which I absolutely adore. It has a very handsome young man drinking a cup of coffee, reading a book. Of course, he's a cartoon, he's not real. But yeah, dreamy nonetheless. And then, as always, we have loads of these paper worms, and there is also, okay, oh my goodness, so there's another one of these art, My Chronicle limited edition collectible postcard, can't even speak today, design number 5, Forensics, the Science of Crime. As forensic science and technologies continue to advance, so do the plot lines of contemporary crime fiction novels. So on the front is a picture of someone with a phone, and there's a fingerprint in the bottom corner, and it says Forensics, the Science of Crime. I love that. I think that is just fabulous. As a fan of crime, which the My Chronicle book box that I get is the crime one, I just love this. I think this is so much fun. So yeah. So the next thing is another one of these bubble things, which I will not pop because the dogs are frightened of them. And we get to the book without me dropping the paper worms. Let me see. Right, I'm going to pop the box on the floor, and the book this month comes in this gorgeous red cotton bag, which I'm going to have to reuse when I go back to work. I'll reuse them as like lunch bags or something. So the book, oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, right, the book is The Therapist by B.A. Paris. and this has been blurbed by Louise Candlish, and it says, "A nightmarish secret, tense and compulsive. Tell me your secrets." Other people that have blurbed this, we have Lee Child. "We're in a new golden age of suspense writing now because of amazing books like Bring Me Back." Okay, so this is like praise for B.A. Paris, not for this book. Leslie Pierce has said, "Brilliant, chilling, scary and unputdownable. Just finished this brilliant book, clever, addictive and twisty." And that's from Claire Douglas. So this is a signed first edition as always, and there we go with the author's signature, and I shall read you what the book is about. When Alice and Leo move into a newly renovated house in The Circle, a gated community of exclusive homes, it is everything they've dreamed of. But appearances can be deceptive. As Alice is getting to know her neighbours, she discovers a devastating, grisly secret about her new home and begins to feel a strong connection with Nina, the therapist who lived there before. Alice becomes obsessed with trying to piece together what happened 2 years before, but no one wants to talk about it. Her neighbours are keeping secrets, and things are not as perfect as they seem. The million-copy Sunday Times best-selling author B.A. Paris returns to her heartland of gripping psychological suspense in this powerful tale of a house that holds a shocking secret. I literally cannot wait to get to this. I say that with every book I haul on the channel, and then invariably I don't get to them, but this just sounds so up my street, and I'm so looking forward to this. I really, really am. So let's get back to the spoiler cards. Okay, so welcome to the May 2021 monthly My Chronicle book box. There are spoilers ahead. It is up to you if you read this before you unpack. I am delighted to be sharing with you a signed first edition of The Therapist by B.A. Paris. B.A. Paris has written us a lovely letter detailing 5 things she would like her readers to know. So this is the author letter. How would you feel if you found out the previous owner of your house had been brutally murdered in it? I don't know how to feel about that. This is the nightmare Alice finds herself in this psychological crime thriller. For a bit of light relief after the tension-filled novel in this box, I've included some fun Bookish pencils. These stunners, I love them. Each quirky pencil features a pleasingly bookish sentiment, such as "the book was better." The best therapy is often book therapy, and we've created this smashing Bibliotherapy Bookmark to complement the book. So that's the one with the handsome cartoon of the man. For our collectible craft postcard, we've gone from celebrating historical crime fiction on design number 4 to showcasing the impact advances in technology and forensic science has on modern crime fiction in design number 5. If you would like your next box for free, then either share a photo showing your enjoyment of your box on social media, Facebook, Instagram or Twitter, tagging us so I can see it, or email them to photos@mychroniclebookbox.com by the 31st of May 2021 to be entered into a prize draw. Full details on the website blog. By submitting a photo, you are giving permission for us to use them on our website and social media. I can't wait to see them. Happy reading and all the best, Louise. P.S. If that's June's book, I will not spoil you. I have just spoiled myself. But yes, I do that every month. So what's new? So let's get to the author letter. 5 things I want my reader to know. 1. I had the idea for The Therapist when I came back to the UK after many years of living in France and moved into an old cottage in the country. Some parts date back to the 18th century, and I found myself thinking about the generations of people who lived in the house before. I knew that some of them would also have died in the house, and I was quite happy living with their ghosts. But then I began to wonder if any of them had been murdered. My imagination took over. What if I discovered that someone had been brutally murdered in the house, not 100 or 200 years ago, but 18 months before I moved in, and that nobody had told me? Number 2. My biggest problem when writing a book isn't coming up with an idea, but coming up with the names for my characters. I find this really difficult. First of all, I have to discard the names of anybody I know, even remotely. Then I have to think of their ages. I've lost count of the number of times my agent has told me that the names I've chosen are too old. Choose the names you want to choose. My characters also have to have names that I like, unless they aren't very nice people. Even when I found a name that I like and it matches the age of my character, I might still have to change it. In The Therapist, Alice's husband was originally called Theo. I like that name. But as I have a character called Thomas, I was told the names were too similar, so Theo became Leo. Okay. Number 3. It's become a point of honour for me to have at least one scene in each of my books where my characters drink champagne. Girl after my own heart. But as there's always a party or a dinner in my novels, it's not very difficult. Number 4. My daughters are my first readers. When I finish the first draft of a novel, I'll ask if any of them are free to read it before I send it to my agent and editors. They are great at picking up typos, and sometimes they'll suggest things that I hadn't thought of. My youngest daughter read The Therapist before it went to print and discovered a plot error that nobody else had noticed, and it had been read by a lot of people. It wasn't anything major, but a discerning reader might have said, as Margot did, "But why?" I was so grateful she'd spotted it that I dedicated the book to her. Number 5. By the time The Therapist is published, I'll have finished writing my next book. That's the busy author. And will be thinking about what to write for the one after. Writing one book a year means I need to keep up a good pace. When I get to the end of a book, I always say that I'll take a few weeks off, but I never do. And I'm not sure if it's because I can't imagine spending even a week without writing, or because I'm worried about falling behind. There's a Polish author I know who writes and publishes 6 books a year. I have no idea how he does it. Warm wishes, B.A. Paris. I really am looking forward to getting to this book because the idea of the plot really, it scares me, but it also in equal measure really intrigues me. What would you do if you moved into your dream house and you found out that someone had been murdered in it? Not 100 years ago, like B.A. Paris said in her letter, not 200 years ago, but 18 months before you moved in. It's a bit fresh and a bit sort of too close to home. I mean, I know it's happened in the house, but you know what I mean? Like the time frame of that. And I'm so excited to read this. It sounds so up my street. And the pencils are just fabulous. I love them. I'll probably not use them. They'll probably sit on a bookshelf like an ornament gathering dust. But yeah, isn't that just the bookish person's want? Anyway, that is my unboxing for the May My Chronicle book box, the crime box. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. What are you reading? Tell me down below and we'll have a chat about it. Give me some recommendations. I'm always open to new reading experiences. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye-bye.